That night, I just discovered the truth. The real accomplice, the real mastermind, the real danger in my branch was not the man who threatened me. It was my supervisor, Madame Naomi, the woman everyone trusted. But that night, as I held the anonymous screenshots in my trembling hands, I realized something terrifying. If I knew her secret, she would come for me next. The next morning, I woke up with heavy eyes. I hadn't slept. I kept replaying last night's message. Meet me. Don't trust anyone. But who sent it? How did they get those screenshots? Why help me? Before leaving home, I dialed the strange number. It was switched off. My chest tightened. Was this a trap? Or a real whistleblower? I knew one thing. I needed to be smart. When I entered the branch that morning, something felt off. People were too quiet, too stiff. Even the security guard avoided my eyes. As I walked to my desk, Madame Naomi stepped out of her office. She flashed me a smile that didn't reach her eyes. Kate, come to my office later. We need to discuss something. My stomach knotted. She knew something, or suspected something. I nodded slowly. Yes, Ma. During my break, I left the bank pretending to buy food. I quickly took a bike to the meeting location the anonymous messenger had sent. A quiet cafe. Not far from the bank, but hidden enough to avoid curious eyes. I sat at a corner table. 5 minutes passed, then 10, then 15. No one approached me. I was about to leave when a young man wearing a cap walked in. He sat at the table beside mine, pretending not to know me. Then he spoke, without turning his head. Kate, don't look at me, just listen. My heart pounded. He slipped a brown envelope onto my table. Everything you need is there. Naomi and Collins have been running this fraud for years. You were never the target. You were the cover. My breath caught. Why are you helping me? I whispered. He paused. Because I used to be one of them. My skin went cold. He continued. Until I realized they were planning to pin a bigger crime on me. So I left quietly. But now they're desperate. They need someone to take the fall. Collins was supposed to escape this. But your refusal messed up everything. I swallowed. Who are you? He finally turned his face slightly. A scar ran across his jawline. His eyes were tired. My name is Henry. I worked in IT before they forced me out. My mind raced. An insider. A ghost in the system. The only person who knew the truth. He stood to leave but whispered one last thing. Don't go to Onyeka's office today. She has already decided what will happen to you. Then he walked out, leaving me with the envelope. Back at the bank, I returned quietly to my seat. My whole body felt weak. Inside the envelope were system login records, transaction patterns, voice notes, secret emails, evidence of collusion, and most terrifying, a recorded conversation between Collins and Naomi. My hands shook as I played it silently through my earphones. Collins, Kate is naive. She sign anything. Naomi, good. Once she signs, we shift the blame and close the audit trail. Collins, and if she talks? Naomi, she won't. I'll handle her. Handle me. My stomach twisted. These people were not just thieves. They were dangerous. I was still listening when, Kate, HR wants you. My head snapped up. It was Naomi, standing behind me, smiling, that same cold smile. Now, I nodded slowly, pretending to save a document. But inside, panic tightened my chest. The whistleblower's words echoed. Don't go to Naomi's office today. I stood up and walked in the opposite direction, straight to the auditor's temporary office. The auditor's was stunned when I entered. Mr. Ibrahim stood. Kate? What is it? Without a word, I placed the brown envelope on the table. His expression changed immediately. He opened it, reviewed one page, then another. His eyes widened. Where did you get this? I hesitated. Someone who wants the truth out. He read the printed email thread. His jaw tightened. This is enough to bring senior management into this. My breath shook. Sir, Nomi just asked HR to summon me. He froze. Then he picked up his walkie-talkie. Security? Lock down HR. Do not let Nomi leave the building. I repeat, do not let her leave. I gasped. Everything began to happen fast. Security officers ran past the hallway. Staff started whispering. Doors were shut. HR was sealed off. You could feel fear spread through the entire branch. Then the announcement came. All staff remain at your stations. Internal Affairs is arriving. Nomi tried to walk out. Security blocked her. She raised her voice. Do you know who I am? Get out of my way. Everyone watched. Her mask was off. She was sweating, shaking, panicking. Then she locked eyes with me, fierce, wild, full of hatred. Kate, you think you've won? My blood ran cold, but security held her. And for the first time, the hunter became the hunted. The truth was out, that the war wasn't over, because as Nomi was led away, her final words echoed in my mind. This goes beyond me. Beyond Collins. You don't know who you're fighting. And that was when I realized. This scandal was bigger than my branch. Bigger than I imagined. And I was now the center of it. And after Noam's arrest, the branch felt like a battlefield. People weren't working. They were whispering. Fear hung in the air like thick smoke. But one thing was clear. The higher-ups were shaken. Because Nomi wasn't just a supervisor. She was the key to something darker. Something bigger. Something that involved names that were never supposed to come out. 2 hours after Nomi was taken away, a team of stern-faced investigators from head office, Internal Affairs, stormed the branch. No smiles, no greetings. Just straight business. They shut down the banking hall, sent customers away, told staff to remain seated. Then the lead investigator, tall woman with a commanding voice, stepped forward. Good afternoon, everyone. We are here to conduct a deeper investigation into financial misconduct within this branch. No staff member is permitted to leave the premises. The entire hall went silent. Even the AC felt louder. My heart skipped when she added, we will speak to each of you, one by one, starting with Kate. Every head turned toward me. The tension was loud enough to hear. They escorted me to a small room. Just a table, 2 chairs, one bright light pointing at my face. The lead investigator sat across from me. Her voice was calm but sharp. Kate, we know you didn't steal the money, but we need to understand how far this corruption goes. I nodded. My hands were shaking slightly. Ma, I'll tell you everything. And I did. How I was pressured, how Collins manipulated me, how Nomi set me up. The threats, the Toyota Corolla that followed me, the whistleblower, the envelope, everything. When I finished, she exhaled deeply. Kate, you're brave. Most staff would have been too scared to talk. I almost smiled. Until she continued. But you need to know something. Noemi was not acting alone. My stomach tightened. We recovered her phone before she tried to destroy it. She slid a printed report toward me. I scanned the page. And my blood ran cold. There were 6 other names. Not just Collins. Not just Nomi, managers. Regional staff. Even a senior officer at head office. 6 people in a ring of fraud. And Kate, was the only one outside their circle. The investigator leaned forward. They are all aware that you know the truth now. My voice cracked. So? I'm in danger? She didn't answer. Her silence was enough.